Assalamu alaikum. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Karim. Amma ba'd. Today I am showing dynamic routing on Cisco Packet Tracer using RIP. So I will showing this network. I have few many steps. So let's start it. So I can go on Cisco Packet Tracer software. So at first the first step is add router, switch and PCs. Now I can add routers. So I can select the router version 1841, add 3 router. Now add switch. I have no English speaking skills, but I am trying to overcome my inertia. If you don't like it, you can leave now. So my second step is add PCs. So we can add 2 PCs on each network. Then my next step is add port on router. The router have no port on serial, so we can add this. We select this HWIC2T. This port is high speed 1 interface card. So now we stop the router or switch off. Now add this port and turn on this switch. Now router 2, select this, turn off switch, add port, turn on. Another router, select this, turn off, add port, turn on. And my second step is connect this device. We connect router and switch with copper straight through cable. So we connect this first Ethernet port with switch 0, this first Ethernet port, this first Ethernet. Now we add router to router with serial DT port. Firstly we add serial 0 to serial 0, serial 1 to serial 0, serial 1 to serial 1. Now my next step is port on. Oh sorry, I missed a step. So now we port on from configure first Ethernet 0, because this Ethernet first Ethernet 0 connected with switch. So we port on this, and we added before 2 serial port. Now we turn on this, turn on. Similarly next router, configure first Ethernet 0, serial port, configure first Ethernet 0, serial port, serial 1, turn on. This is my network. Now I assign IP address. So I note the IP address. This IP address is 200.50.0 and this 20.0.0.0 sorry, I have a little mistake. This port is 10. So we can edit now. Add another. This is not nodes. 20.0.0.0, 50.0.0.0, like this network, second network, IP address 150.50.0.0, and this network 150.100.0.0. So now we assign the IP address on PC. IP address 150.100.0.3. you cannot give this one on last because this is the Swiss address, so we can start with 2, and then the default gateway is this, and then another PC 3 and the default gateway. And now we add this fast Ethernet 0 with this port, this IP address, because we reserved this IP address. Now another PC, this PC's network address is 150.50.0. now we add this 150.50.0.2. we reserve 1 because this is default gateway, and another PC 3. now we can add this fast Ethernet port 0 IP address 1. now on last router network we add this IP address is 200.100.50.02. similarly this one is default gateway. Then we add on router fast Ethernet 0 1. Then now we check our connection is success or failed. Just we can send a packet from this individual network successfully, but we cannot send one network to another network because we cannot connect to each other with RIP or static routing. Now we add the RIP table. Before we add RIP table, we add the serial port address. We can show the port with preference, always show port. This is my 01 and this is my 00 port. And now add 0 serial. On this router, this is 00 serial port, so we add this. This is my network address of this network, but this is the IP address of 1. This is then 2, 10.0.0.1, or you can give this any value of this class IP address. So I can give 10.0.0.1. then this serial port 1 connected with this network 50.0.0.1. then add. Now add another router, add on serial. We add serial 00, connect this 50.0.0.1 we can add 1 on this router, so we cannot use it. We can give 2, then enter serial 01. We add this router address, we add this router 20.0.0.2. you can give here 1 and then you can give here 2, but I can give here 2. The last router at serial 0, right, 10.0.0.2 and 20.0.0.1. we added serial port IP address. Now we add the RIP table, so we can go config to routing to RIP. Now we add all these network address of our network, total network. Firstly, we add this network address. This is directly connected with this, so we add this 150.100.0.0. we add this only only network address. We cannot add IP address. This is this network address, so we add this. Now next, this network address 50.0.0.0, and then this network 150.0.0.0, then this 20.0.0.0, and last this network 2000.100.50.0. we added the first router RIP table, then another RIP table. we added 150.50.0.0, then 50.0.0, then 150.100.0.0, then add 10.0.0.0, then add 200.100.50.2.0, and the last 20.0.0.0. we missed one network address on this network, so we add this 10.0.0.0. now the last router, we add RIP table 200.100.50.0, then 10.0.0.0, then 150.0.100.0.0, 50.0.0.0, and 150.50.0.0, and last 20.0.0.0. okay, our table is completed. Now we send packet from router to router. Before preference, we successfully send data one router to another router, so our router connection is okay. Now we send network and one network to another network, so I can test this PC0 to PC3. At first it gave me failed, but I can send again 0 to 3, then it successfully, because this first time it gave me failed because this router at first learning the path. At first it have no routing RIP table or data table on his. Similarly, we can see 0 to PC4, it give me failed, but another time we can send it this path, it give me success. Similarly, we can send this network to this, give me success, this to this, give me success. So this we configure this network. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.